Boy, what a difference between winter and summer, guys, huh? Everything's leafed out now. Before, maybe about a week or so ago, it wasn't leafed out like this. Everything's nice and green, but it's cold today. It's only around 49 degrees, actually. I'm headed up to the house. I want to get measurements on the windows and stuff, and get some, a little bit of cleaning up done in here so that I can work without any trouble. Hey YouTube, so for those of you who have been following me with the molding and stuff and that are interested in seeing what happens to the stuff that I cut from my own trees, I'm in the upstairs of the house that I'm building, and this is an open hallway design here where the hallway goes around and then back, goes into a bedroom, and there's a bathroom back in there. So this is just a coal stove that we have in here now. I haven't been in here for almost a year now since I started cutting wood, so it's dusty in here. But yeah, this would be a little activity room over here, like television and stuff like that. Half of a wall. A closet to store some things. There's a ceiling fan throughout the house. There's going to be a trim molding running along this, or else a paper border. I'm not sure which. Haven't decided on that yet. There'll be a railing, and that's what I need all the spindles for. Come across here, across, and then all the way back over to where the stove would be over there. The bag is just on top of the light to try to keep some of the dust off of it. Doesn't look like it stayed on too good. I'm not going to worry about that now. This spiral staircase, I got this from someone. I should have never put it in here, but I did. And what I'm going to do is make it much wider. I already have all the pieces made for it. I'll show you that. It's only 24 inch, it needs to be 36 inch or 30 inch. So these pieces are the new stair treads that'll be for it. And then there's some other pieces I need, but I'm not worried about trimming that out now because for right now I'm just going to be using that to come up and down here. But this is the view of the upstairs that you'll have. The way it is here, there's a bedroom here, bedroom. There's a bedroom here, and then that hallway leads into a bathroom that's over here for the upstairs. Small bedroom. And this will be a bathroom in here. It's pretty big, spacious. Not gigantic, but plenty big. Yeah, so all of this, now like this on top here, I have trim for this. And you'll see the stovepipe when I'm all done, but you won't see any of this wood that you're seeing here. I have a piece of trim that I made sort of like this to put up here on top. But anyway, this, you're looking down into a living area. Now, when I designed these houses, this type of house for myself, I never liked being downstairs in the house watching television because I had so many people knocking on my door for this, that, and the other thing that I needed some privacy. So I built our living area upstairs so that I could have privacy up there. So this is one of the other bedrooms. And these are the windows that I'll be trimming out with oak. I'll be putting crown molding on the ceiling, and that base molding naturally goes along the base. I was considering making doors out of red oak, but I don't have the time. It'll take me too long to do it, so I'm going to use these doors. The thing about these doors is they're a masonite door, which I'm not crazy about, but the point is that masonite really doesn't warp, so these doors are not going to warp. It's a lot different than if you were to make red oak doors, that chances are they would warp anyway. So I'm just going to use those as doors and put the trim around it. I'll just paint them white or an off-white. Maybe change that. I don't even know if I'll change that color, but I need to think about it. So as bright as it is right now, it's raining outside, and as bright as it is now, you can see the skylights that I put in up here are throwing a lot of light down these shafts. It lights up the whole dining room area. Now it looks dark in these rooms here, and that's because I have paper over the windows, because, you know, a lot of people get a little snoopy and they don't need to be looking in here. This is another bedroom. This is about the darkest bedroom, I would say, but you know, for daylight. We're working on some kitchen parts up here, but another closet over there. And then there's this is a smaller room, smaller bedroom, but it's okay for a bedroom. It's a little bit small, but we've tried to put a lot of things into one house. I'm not even sure if should have done that, but it's too late for that. I'm just going to finish it as it is. Let's see here. Yeah, so you know, this whole thing will be wide open here, and have a handrail all along this opening. If you look here at this floor hanging there, that floor is supported by a steel rod that goes through this post in the center of it. That's why the post is up. It goes through the center of this post and hangs off of 3 2x12s that are up on top. That's what holds that floor up. Because if you notice, there's nothing there supporting it. So it's sort of like an illusion that it's just sitting there, or hanging there, which actually it is hanging there. So when I get a chance and I open up some of these windows, I'll show you the other parts of the house. But for right now, this is just the upstairs, and I got a lot more things I need to do before I can, before I call it a day. So I want to hurry up and do some of that stuff and just stop making the video. Like I say, the whole house was designed to have chair rail around it, all of the rooms. This room down here hasn't been painted yet. I was going to put wood where this 2x10 wraps around here, but I think we're going to go with drywall. I'm not sure yet, but I just want to start to get this trimmed out. So I'm going to start with this bedroom, work across the bedroom, then the hallway, the bathroom, and these windows here, and then this room. That's what I want to get done. And then after that, I'll put carpeting in each room, and I'm going to do it like one room at a time. So I'll probably do the trim in there. Well, I'll do all the trim first for the doors and stuff, because you got to hang the doors. But I'll have the trim in, and then I'm going to start one bedroom at a time, carpeting, carpeting, carpeting. And what it is I have no mortgage on this house at all. Never borrowed money for it in any way. So I just want to use out-of-pocket money to finish it. So that's what I'll do as I go. This is wired for electric heat. The wiring is all done in it. The problem with the wiring is, and I think you'll agree with me when you see this, the electric company here had me put that meter base outside there, right there, okay? And it's been approved and everything. From that telephone pole right here to that meter base, they want $4,000 to hook that wire up. That's utterly ridiculous. I worked in Pennsylvania my whole life, and the PP&L, Pennsylvania Power and Light Company, never charged me 10 cents to hook up to a house, and I built a whole lot of houses. And I don't understand why this has to be from that little pole to there, underground. I even put the pipe in myself for the underground wire. They want $4,000 to hook that up. So I'm not in a hurry to hook it up. I can use that 4,000 for something else. In fact, what I'll do is take the 4,000 and invest it, and then when I make another 4 out of it, I'll use that to pay for it, so I don't have to put it out of my pocket. A lot of junk downstairs there. I had some coal buckets here because we did have a fire in the stove. It really heats up the place pretty good and pretty quick. But I want to get going with this now because, like I say, a whole year went by where I did nothing up here. So I want to start working on it now. Have a good one, guys. So in this room here, and what this is going to be, this is designed to be an office with a door to it to go outside, and it has its own bathroom then as well, and shower. There's a shower in there. So this room was designed to be an office, and I figured this would probably be the last room I do next to the window as I'm working my way out of the house. So I decided to store some of my lumber up here. Now this is all red oak, and it's mainly 2-inch stuff because I mean there's some 1-inch in here, but it's mainly 2-inch because I want to be able to use that as spindles. Now it's been in here all winter. I need to check it for to see what the moisture content is in it. I haven't checked it, but a lot of this has got to be moved out of here and then sawed up. So what I'm doing here is I'm making this trailer so that I can drag it around easily, since I don't live that far away. I don't need lights or anything. And I'm going to just put my saw table and planer on there so that I can work right off of that and off the deck here when I'm doing all this finish work. So I may as well show you this downstairs. So this would be an office, and you're coming in one of the doors. And I made this because I plan on I need office space, okay, because of the different business ventures that I go into, but I need office space, and this will fulfill that, and it'll keep all of the business noise away from the house. So there's a door here, and then there's a door here to keep anybody from going from the office into the home. And I know it's dark in here. I guess you can see this pretty good, but there'll be a toilet and a small vanity in there. And then this is the living area, and don't forget there's a living area upstairs. So it's not that big of a living area. And my son designed a lot of this house, which ended up being a disappointing thing, but to a degree it is nice, and I do like what I see, you know, in most of it. The kitchen cabinets are up and stuff, and the kitchen lights are in and everything. Now, like I say, it's sort of dark in here because I have the windows pasted over so that people can't be, you know, looking in here. But what you have here is this is a laundry room, and it's got a pocket door so that it doesn't take up any space in the kitchen. And then this will be a pantry here, you know, to store food or whatever. Depends on, you know, whoever buys the house, what they do with it. And then this door goes out on the same deck right next to the other door, but it's more for the house rather than for, you know, just people coming to maybe talk business. So and this is the kitchen area in here. Now the way this kitchen area is going to be designed, it's going to be an L-shaped table, and we're from the old school, so country living with an L-shaped eat-in kitchen is the way we would do things, and that's how I'm going to do it here. And well, like I say, the view, like not view, but you know what you have here then is you have this massive upstairs that you're looking at from downstairs here. And this is the front. This would be the front door of the house. And then this is the master bedroom. Because of raising kids, I learned that the master bedroom downstairs is better than it is upstairs. And if you have it in an area where there's not a whole lot of noise above you, you're even in better shape. You know what I had forgotten is I put the windowsills in here already. They're not nailed down, they're just cut. I'm going to have to make note of that, or I'll be cutting doubles here. Oh, they came out pretty good. I think Carmine cut these for me last year, come to think of it. Yeah, they got to be fitted. So, yeah, the house is 24 by 42. It looks a lot bigger than that because of all of the rooms that are in it. I like houses with separate rooms. I guess it's from having a big family. You know, you like your privacy, and the only way to get it is to shut the door. So, like I was saying, this door here, this is a pocket door as well. That'll be closed so that someone using the someone using the office, when this door is closed, they'll know, you know, not to come in here, that this is private, and that they can use that bathroom. And then people, like, you know, when I was younger and I had my family yet at home, the kids, we would have that door closed all the time. And this house is similar to one I lived in before, only the other one was much bigger. But this this door here will be closed, and the family can have the run of the house, but there'll still be, you know, office in there for whatever. There's enough room in this office for myself and probably one other person, maybe a secretary or something like that. And that was my thought when I started building the house, and whether I follow through with that or not really doesn't matter, because I'm just going to finish it as I started it. So, just to show you the doors here now, like I say, I haven't been up here for a while as to do any work, but this door and this door, this is the office, that would be the house. What I'm thinking of doing here is when I put the handrails up, I'm thinking about putting a pickets across here to separate that porch from here. And then, you know, if I put a pair of steps here, then I'm just trying to separate it from the office and the house. It can be done. I'm not going to go into the whole thing right now. But got a nice big porch here. Like I say, it was raining before, the wind was blowing the rain. And I need to put the handrails on this entire porch. So I'll be doing that soon. There's some work here. I got to cut a couple of these trees down yet. This white oak. Yeah, we got a red oak out there, and then another white oak. So these white oak will come in handy for me later. I got some plans for those. This is where the septic system is going to be going. I haven't put that in yet either, in this whole area here all the way through. Now this ground here, you notice, is about 3 feet higher than what it is over there. What I want to try to do is, it's going to be an elevated sand mound, and I do not want to see it as a sand mound. I want this to be graded into that so that the sand mound's not obvious. And there's a shed there we put there for one of the kids when they got out of college. They didn't know where to put their stuff, so we let them put it in there. Yeah. So anyway, this is what I'm going to be working on this summer, and hopefully Carmine can learn some stuff about carpentry and some construction things, and we go from there. Okay, I guess that's it. Oh, look at my potatoes over there. If you remember, I made a video not long ago of a potato thing. Check them out. That's potatoes growing there already. But yet the strawberries didn't really do much. The strawberries are in there, and there's one down there further. So, yeah, now if it wasn't for the gas well, guys, what you hear now, the quiet, or the birds chirping and stuff, that's about all you would hear if it wasn't for the gas guy's work. Yeah, so anyway, what I was saying there, it's usually very, very quiet up here. Of course, you know, you people in the other parts of the country, believe me, up in New York State, you guys have voted for, I think, not to have gas wells and fracking. Believe me, you've done the right thing, because this fracking, it can drive you insane. There's 70 trucks a day on this road right now, and they put all these white things up that you see out here to stop the truckers from driving on my grass, and it doesn't stop them. They've driven over every one of these things have been driven down and reinstalled, and driven down and reinstalled. Every time I walk the dog, I got to pick them up and stand them straight back up again because they run over them. So, you know, they have no concern for you at all. So I think that, you know, you did the right thing up there. But that's what happens when they start fracking a well and everything. There's so much traffic, it's unbelievable, and it's just non-stop. And most of the truckers, some of them are okay, but I mean, a lot of these guys, they don't care about you. They drive, you know, they have a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit. They drive faster than that. They're using their Jake brakes down over the hills. They're you know, instead of stopping, pulling over, and letting people who live up here, and there's not that many of them, to get by, they just, you know, they're up mad because you're in their way. So, you know, if your state is one that you have the Marcellus Shale, or like we have, and you have that natural gas in it, yes, you can make some money with it, but I'll tell you what, the money is not worth the aggravation of all of the trucking. So you can see I'm surrounded by trees here. I've always kept trees fairly close to, you know, what I'm doing. I actually like it like this. It cuts down on a whole lot of noise. So anyway, the tile work on this was done by my youngest son. He's not a tile setter. He's actually a civil engineer and a surveyor. He has both degrees, and I was just happy to see him doing something in the house. So this is what he's done, and it's not bad. I mean, I can trim around it to make it look really good, and that's what I'll do. But the opening there that he has with this wall up here and stuff, I thought it was kind of clever. It looks nice. It looks like you're holding up this big stone wall with 2 columns, but you know, it's just tile. There was some things here that we did that was a little different than usual. This black base that you see down in there, that's actually hollow behind that. In order to keep the walls really cool, this is hollow up behind there, and that's a mesh you're looking at. It's not solid, that's a mesh. And what happens is the air goes up all the way up through the walls and comes out to that top black one up there, you know, that warm air. So it actually keeps the walls cool. And then the clearances you're supposed to have, if you look up inside here, you'll see that I have a double wall pipe up in there so that the clearances were according to code. But yeah, I made these little mantle pieces. They're not nailed down yet or anything, but they're, and I might change the color of these. I might have to make new ones now because of the red oak. I don't know. I got to see how it looks. Like I told you once before, I'm not really good with color myself. So yeah, I'm happy with what he got there. I'm not going to change anything there. I just thought it was nice that he actually, you know, worked on the house and did something here. But anyway, I just letting you know what I'm working on next and where that red oak from the sawmill is going. It's going to be in here. Okay guys, that's it. I got to get back to work. Bye.